a silk scarf. Okay, I better change to my big face. Hi, I'm just penning this silk scarf, and sorry, my brain is a little bit frozen, not thinking because I was concentrating for very long, and as you can see, this scarf here, yeah, okay. So I finished one, two, three. I have finished three flowers, and then I'm thinking maybe because last time I've made that how to shade the leaves for Chinese silk penning, and today I thought maybe it's a good idea to share how to shading, how to shade the flower petals. So okay, I'm gonna change back to the scarf. And here is one I finished, just finished. And you can see this petal is a bit darker than others because it's still wet. And when it's dry, it will be lighter, the color. And here is one I'm using for the cover photo. And now I'm going to demonstrate how I did all the other ones with this one. This one I haven't finished. And first of all, I'm gonna show the palette what I'm using for the color. I have choosing HD Pond 402, and this is the color pad I made for myself. So it's HD Pond 402 Windsor. And another color for the flower, it says 463. It's a Bordeaux, like red wine red, dark. That, and this color is for the middle of the flower. It's darker. So the two color pads, the darker ones for here, and the lighter one is for the red. And also you can see the highlight on the edge of the petals. That is for 452. Is this one? 452. It's can't see. Can you? It's a chair. So it's just very, it's like a more like a champagne color, I would say. If you don't have this color, you can just also just use water. Now I finished show you the color. I'm going to show you the paint brush I'm using. So I have 4 paint brush. This one this one is harder. I use one to smooth the transform from the dark to the lighter, make it more smooth looking. Sorry, my boots are there because it's the back door. And here this is and this one I usually use, oh, I got color on my hand. I use this one, it's small, the smallest one. I use it for the darkest color. And these two are the Chinese paintbrush. Also the smaller one, the darker one, and the bigger one, it's for the lighter one. Now I'm going to put the camera on the flower, so I will start it. I will start to show you how to shade it. Look at the weather. It just turned like this right now. It's snowing. It was okay this morning when we ride to school. Okay. Hope that's enough light. And okay, just a quick showing. I don't want to drop my pen on the how I hold my pen. I use, if you're left-handed, just do the opposite. And then I hold the darkest on the top, and then the second one is the second darkest, which is the red one, and the slightly what's that? No, sorry, wrong one. Oh yeah, this is the darkest, the smallest one on the top, and then the second darkest, the red, and this one it's lighter, the champagne color, And this one, I only use it for shading, so I'm only a deep water, get it wet. So when I'm painting, I'm holding my paintbrush like this in order, so I don't have to put them down and pick them up, and then just use other hand to choose which paintbrush you're gonna use. So now I will. This is a flower. Just get the light right. I hope you can see it. Is the light okay? Oh, now it's on my way of my color. Just a minute. Let me get everything settled. Okay. So when a flower like this, I find those petals which are folded on their back, and I will put a lighter color on it. So this is a champagne color I showed you on the beginning of this video. This is the back, and this one looks like the so here. I think that's all. And this one, I probably sometime I will darken some of the back. Depends when it's when you finish the most of the color, and then you will make it your decision if you want to keep the petal purely light, or you want to shade them. I will go for the darkest first. This is a Bordeaux, the French white red, to represent the darkest part, like the light, the place where the light can't get in. And this is my second darkest paintbrush, the red. I leave a little bit on the top. Then I'll use this champagne light color again and just mix it. You can't really see by the difference for now, but the lighter color will naturally wash away the darker one. And then I will use my big brush. This one, it's no color on it. I just wet it with water or thinner, silk thinner, because it's harder. So I like to use the transform come more smooth with this brush. You just do that to smooth the edges. And now I want to put more red. You see, this might become too light, so I will go back to it. But don't fill it all, just leave a little space. And now shade them again before the between the light and the red. You will see when it dries, the color will become lighter, and you can see very mild transform. You just gently push the darker color into the lighter one with the direction of the flower petals. They're growing like out, so from in to out. And the direction is like this instead of this. But when you first start to push the darker color away, push it out. Just keep repeating until you're happy with the transform from the dark until they mix very smoothly. I feel I need a little bit more darker. So when I add new ones, I also go with the direction. and use red, go to the gap. And now smooth it. Smooth it until you can't see the brush stroke. Now I'm doing the same, but pushing the lighter to the darker, because I just use some water to shape this brush. And if I use this lighter brush into the the dark one, I will how do I say that? I will dilute the darker color, and I don't want to do that. So after I wet my brush, I just want to go from the lighter to the darker. Okay. You really need to do it yourself, so you will kind of understand what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Okay, next one. I can't see the screen now because I have my phone, the camera faced on the scarf. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment. And once I see that, I will reply to you. So basically, first you place the color on the different place, different, and then you use this clean brush to smooth the transform. Okay. Push it out. Add a bit more red in a place where you think it gets too dark. Then use a lightest color and then push it down. I'm just go over the shading and then put more red. Once you have the shade in place, you can add colors. So after I use this shading one for a little while, and then the top will become like that. That's why I need to wet it and make it back to the shape again. So like that, it's easy. See, this one, someplace, how do you decide which one is darker? When it's hiding behind, when it's hiding behind other petal, you can imagine that if you're observing in your garden or at home, the object behind, like hiding behind, usually is darker. And when you have a design like the flower design, you can see this petal is behind this one. That's why it's darker. So I'm using more the Bordeaux color now in this one. That will kind of create the 3D emotion, 3D, what's that? Is that emotion? No, not emotion, sorry. Dimension kind of effect. Chinese painting are very abstract, I think. So it just a little indicate to say I am behind, I'm darker. Okay. And I don't want to you smooth that one, don't need. And here, because this petal is very small, I don't want to put any darker color to confuse it. I'm just gonna use a red, make it look easy. And here in this corner, because it's probably this part of the petal underneath there, so I just put a little bit just to indicate that it's the divide place. When the shape is very small, I kind of want to keep it simple. the middle area get a lot of small, very, very, very fine gaps to fill. You need a very sharp, not sharp, like yeah, like very fine point. Or if you're not confident to do it, you can also turn the silk over and then color this part from the back, from under this part, just this part, and in that way you don't have to go through. Okay, see if I can show you here. Okay, here, see my pen brush is bit underneath, so it will, but need to be careful, don't go over to the other shape. So you color it from the back, and then you can keep all the good outline very clean. You can go in that way. It's not a lot of space for me to shade it, so I'm just gonna darker, put some of the red in some places. This is my darkest pen brush. That one look like it's folding back, so I use a light one here just for now. I decide later if I want to put more color on it or just leave it. Small shape, I want just to keep it simple. So one color to keep it simple. And this darker color. for the top, the edge, we want it to be the lightest. I want it to be the lightest. So I'm just gonna leave a little bit space and then put a tiny bit of the champagne color to move some of the red from here. But because I don't want it too obvious, so I will also move some of the red to cover that part. So I like to do little circles to when I light up the top, just push it very, very gentle. Now I'm gonna come back, push some of the dark up there. And add a bit red. Now smooth a little bit more. Just push the color. Sorry, so quiet. I'm just thinking. I said, I'm just talking to myself. I said, push the color up. From the darker to the lighter, because this pen brush is supposed to have no color, but you can't really have it no color. So when I push it from the dark, the pen brush absorbs some dark color, and then you push it to the lighter. The higher you're going up, the less dark color on the brush. Don't push it from here and then dump it to there, because then you will make here have this dark color. So go in order and with the direction of where the petal grows, how it grows, like that, right? Yeah. Now So if you wonder why sometimes I get the duck really high up, sometimes just tiny little bit like that, because when I look at the shape and I decide, or I'm guessing which part is this, which level is there, and then when I think for here, I think the level is probably on you know this part, like this, what is showing up here is probably like this part. So it can't be really dark because it's only on the end or the start of the petal is darker because no light can get in there. And then but when it's going up, so light can kind of travel in to between, and then the shade will be less and lighter. So I'll push down a little bit of here, the shade. Now I'm gonna put just one color in the middle. The light, very light blue. It almost like lemon blue, lemon green. I get a new pen brush. This is a pen brush. These are 4 pen brushes I used for the flower, the darkest red, the Bordeaux red, and this is a light, the red. And this is a red, it's a champagne kind of light color. This one got no color. I just use it to smooth the shape. So I just pick up a new little brush for the middle of the flower. Now I finished the major color on all the petals, and I find I don't really like this, so I'm gonna go over this again because this mark, I'm not happy with that mark. And here, this too much light color. This is too small shape. The small shape doesn't look good when it's cut off like that. So I'm just gonna use red. So it's blend to the background. This one also doesn't look good when the shape is like that. And this one too small. also red up. So the rest, am I happy with the rest of that? To be honest, I want to get rid of these small shapes. Maybe I can leave this one and that one, but I get rid of this one. Any other? Okay, I think these two look good. And I leave that one. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 little space. I think I leave it for now. Maybe get rid of this one. Okay, leave it like that. So I'm gonna go over this one because I'm not happy with how it dried out. And the rest is look okay. This one is the best one, I think, because the shade is going very, very smooth. And I also am happy with this too. What I've done to this, why this dries so nicer than that one. Okay, that one need more lovey. Okay. Okay, just add a little bit darker and then put the red, just go over it with red. See here for silk painting on silk scarf, if you ever add a new color on the old one, you see this edge, and then once it's dry, the edge will still be like that. That's very hard. So if you have to change a little bit, you can't do that. You have to go over the whole area and redo it. And now wash away the lines. Always shade with a lighter pen. If you see shade from a lighter pen, you go from the top to the bottom. So now I get rid of this line I wasn't happy about, but then I want to smooth out some of the darker color. The Chinese paintbrush, you see the top, it's like they stick together, but it's not as hard as the watercolor paintbrush. But so if you want to shade for the small area, the Chinese paintbrush will be better because the top will always keep like together, not spread. Okay, here is I want to spread out this very, very dark in the middle. I don't know what is for, so just smooth it out. Now look better. So that's the big one. Let's do this small one, and this scarf will be finished. I haven't decided if I want to give a background color or leave it white. We'll see once I finish the flower. And because this brush, remember I have four darkest, dark and red and clear, and this is light champagne color. Because I use this to shape that. Now I want to use it back again for the lighter one, so I have to wash it. You need to always keep your paintbrush, the clean, not clean, I mean the light one, always keep it clean, kind of, I don't know what I'm talking about. I stop talking, let's finish this little one. You see how fine the point is? That's why I like to paint the fine place with a Chinese paintbrush. See, this line is very not natural, so just want to smooth it out. Once you push out the color like that, and you can also you can go other directions. I think this technique can paint all flower, like silk flowers. I hope you can still see this flower because I don't know how wide is the screen. Now I can't see the screen on my phone. I can only see the camera side, the back. Oh, I'm using this light one again, so I need to clean it. But I don't really need any. I don't have any like back petals. Is it this one the back? Yeah. always start from the biggest area and then working towards the smaller area. So because the smaller area is it's important, but not as important as the big area. The big area will give the painting the basic tone, and then you can use a small one to for details or just for decoration. See how nice this fine tip to smooth out the dark and push out the dark to the light. I heard something from I don't know, from Sarguru, his speech, one of his talk. He says the ant. Have anyone observing the ant? He says the universe, or you can say the God, didn't pay any less attention to create the ant than to create human. So I think after I heard that, I think I should give as much attention to the small area of my painting as much as the big area is my painting, because that to make it fair, because before I'm not patient. I think I am short-tempered sometimes, depends on what I'm doing. I just want to get it done. I want to get it finished as quick as possible. So I don't really pay attention to small, very small things. So that's the personality reflect to my painting. And I have like big parts where I take it after, but the small I just do this, just to finish it. So that I decide I want to learn it from the universe. I want to take care of the small parts, look like small shape, as much as I'm taking care of the big shapes. So it's kind of very inspiring. Um, the teachers we have nowadays. Okay, I think I'll leave it like that. I'm just gonna show you the whole scarf, what it looks like. Take the camera up. Okay. So here is the finished scarf. This is okay. I show you from the other direction. This is the one I finished yesterday. Here is also yesterday, and this one is the one just finished right now. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna turn it back. You're gonna see me. So I hope you like this flower shading, and if you like it, yeah, put a thumb up. And plus, I only need 70 hours of watching time to become the YouTube partner. If you support my channel, can you go to just watch some of my other videos? I want to become a YouTube partner so I can have more, I don't know, I just nice to achieve that goal. And okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye for now.